Hi guys, it's Squee here with a quick XCOM roleplay update. As usual, the number of role players has dwindled down to a mere handful that are still commonly active. That's just to be expected. Real life gets in the way, people lose interest, etc., etc., etc. But I do want to use this update as a boost, a new kick of life. If you are involved in the roleplay and you haven't done much with your character for some time and you still want to, now's the time to kind of get back into it, because I'm going to try and make sure that we have consistent videos and episodes going up. We moved to the new TGN forums, and basically, now would be the time to show interest, because I kind of like, it's kind of a small pride thing. We're in the TGN forums now, and we have a whole little section dedicated to the XCOM roleplay, and I want to feel like it's justified to be there. I don't want to feel like I'm taking up a whole spot of the TGN forums and no one participates in it. So if you're just going for general discussion, or if you're going to post a roleplay for your character, or a bio, or a journal entry, or whatnot, just go and get more active in it, and make the roleplay something special, like it's always been. For those of you who have always been interested in the roleplay but are not in it, here's your chance, because I have about 10 to 12 new positions for people who actually aren't rookies anymore that I need to assign. However, instead of going through my old list of who signed up at the beginning of Season 3, because I've done that before, and I'll have to go through like 20 people just to find one who answers me, I'm going to do things a little differently. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put a post up on the TGN forums in our XCOM section. The link will be in the description below. For recruitment. You have a week. You go there, you sign that you want to be part of the XCOM roleplay, you want to have a soldier, and you do it within that week. And then at the end of that week, I'm going to randomize all those names and pick from them randomly. So the restrictions, or the requirements in order to put your name there, is A, you have to be willing to dedicate yourself as much as you can to the roleplay. And what I mean by that is, I don't want you to pick up a character, roleplay once, and then never roleplay them again, because it's not fair to the other roleplayers, and it's not fair to the audience who actually follows your roleplays. Now, I understand that sometimes life gets in the way. For those of you who ended up doing that, I understand. You thought you could, and for whatever reason you couldn't. I'm not upset about it. I just want to try and minimize that as much as possible. So if you put your name there, be ready for the long haul, or at least be prepared to try to do the long haul. The more you roleplay, the better it is for everyone. And the second category is, you don't get to choose if it's male or female. You can put your preference, and I prefer you put your preference of male or female. But that's about the best I can do. If I can even do that, I will try. But nationality, stats, you won't be able to choose any of that, because I have very limited things to choose from. Also, be prepared. You don't have to put this in your recommendation or in your recruitment post, but be prepared to choose a famous name. The way this works, in case you've forgotten, is that every character has their real name, and then when they arrived on the base, they kind of received a nickname for some famous person or character that they look like. Either a famous actor, like we've got LL Cool J, Chris Eccleston, or a famous fictional character, like, for example, we've got Reza Hawkeye. Bruce Lee's not a fictional character. Bruce Lee's a real person. Oh my God, what's wrong with me? But like, you could have like a Harry Potter, or a, whatever. As long as it is a famous, recognizable character. And what I mean by famous and recognizable is, the average person will probably know who that is. If you choose an anime character, make it a popular anime. Don't make it an anime that you and 6 other people have seen somewhere and it was never translated to America, so no one knows what it is and no one will know who that character is. That may be your favorite character, and that's great, but the purpose of these nicknames is for people who don't follow the roleplay like you do. So they still have a name that's easily recognizable and memorable that they can connect to. All right? Does not have to be your real name. I mean, the real name of your character. Your character can still have their real name they use for their roleplay. This is their nickname that they're used. That's basically their call sign, what they're called while they're on mission. All right? So, go to the link below, post, say, I want to be part of the XCOM roleplay. I would prefer to be male or female. I'm very excited, etc., etc., etc. And then I will take all the posts that we get that week, random generate, and pick the top however many positions I have open. I know I have at least 10. I have a few more than that because there are people who have given up their previous characters. Now, here's how that will work if you get chosen for that. There are some people who roleplayed a character and for whatever reason, their character, they couldn't roleplay their character anymore. Their character they just didn't have the time. What will happen with that is if you get one of those characters, I'm going to play it like this. That character themselves got transferred. Whatever reason. Maybe they got too injured. Maybe they got sick. Maybe their tour of service was up. I'm going to give you their character, allow you to change their name, and we're going to stick you right back where they were. So in other words, let's say an engineer with a certain name, and don't get me wrong, I don't think any engineers gave up, but and you got their soldier. You can change the name, you can change the nickname, etc., but you're still going to be an engineer that's on the squad that they were on, because I don't want to mess with the squad balance. But as for roleplay purposes, you will just play as you just arrived, you just happen to already be of this specialization, and you got stuck with this squad. So, that's how that will work, and that's how this will go. So, again, I hope to reinvigorate the roleplay community for the XCOM because it is so much fun to watch you guys roleplay, and it adds so much to the videos. And of late, there's been very little activity for whatever reason. I know this is a very long series. I get it. But now that we're on a new forum and a new home, let's impress people. Let's show people that this is a highly wanted thing. And if you're not in the roleplay, or if you just like watching it but you don't want to be involved, still go and chat in the general discussion. Talk about it. Talk about the episodes. Talk about what do you think is going to happen. Talk about strategy for me. What do you think I should go from here? Just keep. I normally don't ask this, but I do kind of feel like, that our community, we should show a little bit of pride that if we've been given an entire section for our little selves, we should make sure we fill that up. So, that's that. If you were interested in being a soldier... Oh, I forgot to say, because I know I'll get this question. What if you've had a soldier that's died in the past? This time, I don't care. I really don't. If you had a soldier that died 3 weeks ago, go ahead and put your name back in the recruitment slot, because here's the way I look at this. There's a lot of you I know who... Okay, basically, my concern used to be... But I want to give other people chances. And I do want to give other people chances. But here's what would happen. I would say, okay, no, you've already done your role play, so you don't get to role play another character. Let's give other people a chance. And 100 people would sign up saying, I want that chance. And then 5 of them would get role plays, and then 5 of them would stick around, and 90 of them would just lose interest and go away. So I've been kind of disenchanted a little bit when I'm looking for a new person to fit the role of a new soldier, and I have to go through 20 PMs to get to one who responds to me, it speaks a bit of volume. So right now, my concern is I'm more interested in people who care about roleplay than anything else. That is my biggest concern. I want people who will roleplay their character and commit to it. So, you know what? I prefer if you haven't had a character in season 3, but even if you have and they died early, throw your name in the hat. You might get lucky. Like I said, it'll be a completely random thing. All right. So, any questions, leave them in the comments below, or go to the forums and leave a comment there. I will be checking all of it. So, yes. And then, more XCOM tonight on the stream, and you have more XCOM coming up daily, because we've got several videos to get through. Should be fun. We're doing well. All right, everyone. Ta-ta.